We're going signature hunting today, and our target of choice is the Bartz with Chocobo Legend from the 26th set of the Final Fantasy TCG, titled Gunslinger in the Abyss. So I do have a full 6-box case to hop on into here today, and hopefully we'll see at least 12 full arts, and ideally that Bartz card, because that is super cute original artwork made for this set. I'm excited to see what we can find. It's going to be a bit of a longer opening being a full case, so let's go ahead and hop right on into it. We got this skinny little case here. If you've ever checked out me opening up some Final Fantasy TCG full cases on other channels, you might look at this and be like, Allie, this case is only like 4 inches wide. The Final Fantasy TCG did reconfigure their case arrangements within like the past year and a half or so, and they kind of have the sizes of the boxes. So master cases now have 24 as opposed to 12 boxes, with 4 inner cases of 6 boxes each. But with that halving of the size of the box, the price of, or size of the case, size of the box, pack-wise, the boxes are also about half as expensive as they used to be. Now around $60 as opposed to $120 if you get it on release, and if the set is not crazy, and then the price goes up, of course, you know. But I'm excited to check this out. Thankfully, with this new case arrangement, box arrangement, yada, 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 the boxes still tend to yield like 2 full arts per box, surprisingly. I was thinking they might have the amounts of full arts you can get, but each box I've opened has had like 2 to 3 even. I think maybe once I saw 1 boxer, but it does seem to average 2. So 18 packs as opposed to 36. I'm excited to see what we can find. Vincent's on the cover, and I do believe Vincent full art for the box topper promo. However, I think they are doing away with the box topper full arts. Not sure if that started with Dreamlike Oceans. I didn't get to open a full box of that yet. I only found a pre-release kit. But we do have the beautiful Vincent here. And yeah, we're looking for the Bartz. Or the Butts, depending on your translation of choice. But I'm excited. So I'll make a little Vincent pile over here. It's a beautiful card. I'll open the first one. I'll keep the other one sealed and then open them later. Off video. I'm not quite sure how long this is going to take. I know the boxes are smaller, but, you know, stuff still takes time. I feel like everything always takes time when you're narrating, and rather than just in the dark, degenning, opening packs, you know, at home in your pajamas. You know, then it's like speed mode. But this is a little more, I try to be a little more sophisticated when we're on video, but usually as the case goes on, I tend to pick up the pace as we start seeing the same cards over and over again. Starting off the foil rare Yuna. Alone Hero. I love this Cactar Conductor, super cute. If this is your first time taking a look at the Final Fantasy TCG, your rarities go Common, Rare, Hero, and then Legend. So your rares are kind of like your uncommons. And then your heroes are like your rares, and your legends are like your mythics, I feel is the best way to describe it. And then you'll have your full arts. You can have some reprint cards from previous sets as full arts as well. Those are typically a little more rare. And then your main chases now in the releases are the signature stamped cards and waifu full arts. The Elena's cute. I can't quite remember who all has full arts in this release. Hopefully we'll see some good examples. I hope there's an Elena full art. That would be a pretty card. Same with the Zack, although I don't think the Zack is necessarily stylized in a way that leads me to believe that it could have a full art. We shall see. I love opening up the Final Fantasy TCG. I saw recently, it was announced, we have a Vertra Legend. It was announced for, I guess, the Final Fantasy TCG has been around for 15 years. I know prior to them doing like Opus 1, 2, 3, 4, then they gave up and they started giving them different titles. There was like a Japanese release with similar like card design that was still called Final Fantasy TCG, but it's not like a part of this Final Fantasy TCG. Apparently it's been around for 15 years. I think the new Final Fantasy TCG, like this has been around for almost 10 years at this point. Well, for the 50th anniversary, they're doing like a Final Fantasy IX themed product, because that's also having an anniversary this year. And the box art looks cool. I haven't seen any of the card previews yet, but I saw like the pack art and the box art, and it looks great. I'm having a hard time finding where to get this anymore. I did want to open a case of Dreamlike Oceans, but my local shop didn't end up getting any, unfortunately. Kind of left me hanging like, yeah, we should be getting next week. And then next week, it kept becoming next week, and then next week, and then the next week never happens. So I don't have a case of Dreamlike Oceans. The set, I think the next English set is the one with the Sephiroth full art, with the Rebirth cover art. I want that. I really want that. So I need to track down a shop. If anyone knows what shops like do pre-orders for Final Fantasy TCG, so I don't have to order off like some random person on TCG Player, please let me know in the comments below. Please, please, please let me know. Kadaj Chibi is cute. Knights. Sonon Hero. She's pretty. Dark Fina from Brave Exvius. I've never played that game. I just rolled packs over? What the heck am I doing? I would love to find a signature card. I still remember the only signature that I've seen is I've seen 2 Yuffie's from Resurgence of Power. And I got spoiled. I opened a case of pre-release kit on a different channel. You might have seen that video if you've been watching me for a while. And we found a signature Yuffie in the case of pre-release kits. And then the first case of boxes I opened also had one, like an inner case, just a 6-box case. And then I've opened like 6 more cases of that set and I've never seen another one. So initially I was under the impression that it was 1 signature per case, but that is very obviously not the situation. I think it's 1 in 5 is what I heard. I really don't know if that's true, but last I heard it was 1 in 5. Also, this is super pretty. This is a reprint Legends from number 20. This is actually set 26. They don't number the boxes like Opus 1 through whatever anymore, but if you look at the side of the case, like whereas I'm recording, you'll see I'm wearing the same outfit. I'm not sure which one's gonna get uploaded first, so. But I'm uploading, I'm gonna also record, I have a case of Journey of Discovery. And if you look, on the green screen's getting a little weird. It says what Opus number it is. So Opus 27. Because they still number them by set, so this is from whatever set 20 was. So it's a reprint full art of the goddess, which is really pretty. I like that. So that's our first full art of this box. We've had 1 full art the goddess, reprint legend full art, and then the lightning and the Vertra on the legends. So I like that it at least keeps up numerically. This card's really pretty, the lightning. This Noctis is also pretty. This Kuja is also really pretty. I really enjoy the Final Fantasy TCG. I've never played it. I tried to learn how to play when it first released, but then I didn't have anyone to play with, so it was me simulating 2 trial decks against each other while watching a Square Enix tutorial on YouTube, and I got way too confused. So I never quite learned how to play. However, I love collecting the cards. I really enjoy it. So these cases have been sitting around for a while. Sometimes you just gotta whip yourself into shape and be like, you want to open the case, just sit down and record it. For me, I think it was the anxiety of not knowing how long it's gonna take and like freaking out about that. We're just doing it. I'll find out how long it takes now, and then I'll have that for reference. Even the Squishmallow case. When I've been opening up cases of Squishmallows, Joshua! They don't take as long as I think, and those are 20-box cases. Now, granted, the boxes are smaller. However, still. Shantoto, Sid Reigns. I've noticed a lot of the older boxes of the Final Fantasy TCG are starting to get pretty expensive. Previously, it was only a handful of boxes, like Opus 11 with Tifa on the box, the Dissidia art Tifa on the box. Opus 1 was expensive. Opus 9 was expensive with Vincent on the box. Now they're all kind of getting expensive. I had a partially complete sealed box collection. I'm still keeping a few, but I did list a few because I was like, this is kind of crazy price-wise, and I don't want to buy the ones I'm missing, so let's see. Vertra on the Legend foils, we had 2 of those in that box, this box actually. I like the Cisne art with the green chokey in the back. So cute. I just noticed that's from 7 Rebirth. Oh. That's kind of a spoiler. I think that's a spoiler to me. Cisne from... She was in the PSP game, right? Was she regularly mainline 7, or was she a side character? I don't know. I haven't played. I have thinking about giving up on getting a PS5, and I might just buy Rebirth for the PC. Or the Switch 2. I have a Switch 2 now. For Pokopia. I'm like, I want to play Pokopia, I want to play Pokopia, I want to play Pokopia. I get a Switch 2. I haven't played it yet. Now I'm like, I want to play Tomodachi Live. Ash Legend Foil. This Clive art's really pretty. All right. You know how I say most boxes have two full arts? Well, this one had 1. So, oops. Oops. We did have 2 foil legends and 4 regular legends, though. So, hopefully we'll have a box in this case that has 3. I'm pointing this way, but the case is actually to my left, which points to the right. So if I point this way, it's pointing to where it is located, except for me, it's backwards. You guys don't care. I don't know why I'm mentioning this. I just found it entertaining, I think. All right, awkward. First box only having 1, but it is really pretty. So I want to find a signature stamp. Is our Vincent promo? Eventually, I will sort through and list my extras from what I decide to keep on my TCG Player account, linked in the description down below. I'm not quite sure when that will be. But if you guys are like, oh, I really want that card, and perhaps it's something I don't really want, then it may be available. This is the signature stamp. I do believe I threw up a picture in the intro, but this is the regular version. It's just so cute. I love the little chocobo. Legend Bartz. I hope we find. I think you can find full art non-signature stamp versions. So it is possible we get uber clickbaited. Like we see it from the side, but it ends up not being a stamped one, but I'd still enjoy that. It's a super cute card. We got here, full art here, Phoenix. Ooh, nice. Love that. Final Fantasy IX Phoenix with Eiko. Beautiful. And Sarah's also really pretty. Alrighty. Honestly, we're getting such pretty full arts. Like, if these is like just the ones we're getting 1 per box. Not that I'd be ecstatic to only get 1 per box, but sometimes I'd rather just get cards that I'm like, ooh, I really, really like that, than get 2 cards I'm like, that's neat. You know, I don't want a low roll, especially when I'm saying there should be 2 in every box, and then we're getting, 1. I know this box is still new, but I'm like, oh, what if we only get 1 here? I'm already panicking. Pretty Fang, Foil Hero, Farret's Legend. Really love that Phoenix. Geomancer. Asura. What is that? Very deep blue. The beautiful Ayame Rare. Larsa. Yav. Tifa. Me. I wanted to go for a little more casual Tifa. I was like, we can put together the Advent Children. The goal was I would wear this to try and open up a case of Dreamlike Oceans to look for that Tifa full art where she's wearing her Advent Children outfit. However, my lack of Dreamlike Oceans case kind of hinders that goal. So I was like, I can still open stuff as Tifa. That's fine. This got tied too loose. I actually had to tape it to my arm It's like nice, but it's just because of gravity. Since it's not super tight, it keeps sagging. So I taped it. But I do have the double layer. I do have the double layer here. You can see it more like down here. I know it's like it cuts here, you can't see, but I am wearing the two colors. And it has the zipper in the front. Like it's moderately accurate. I just didn't feel like putting the wig on. I was like, looks fine. Zodiark. I like comfortable cosplay. For Disney stuff, it's called like Disney bounding, where it's like the inspired outfit that looks like the character. Like passable, but won't get you kicked out of Disney because the little kids think you're like Snow White. I like that. Now, I think people would probably think I'm weird for wearing two, like, zip-up exercise shirts on top of each other, but if you know it's Tifa inspired, then it looks cool. So on hero, Clive. Clive. Come on, where's the rest of our full arts? We do have a Vincent Legend foil. Nice. Halon, hero. Titan, lightning. I want a card. I wonder if we've had in any set. Ooh, beautiful Yuffie full art. Nice. I really wanted that one too. This box has been crazy. The Phoenix that I wanted with Eiko and the Yuffie. I want a card that's the uber low-res Chocobo chick from Final Fantasy 11. Yeah, it's 11. 12, yeah, 12 is like Gabranth and Vaughn and stuff, yeah. And then 11's the other MMORPG. It's so cute. It's so cute. I saw it. I saw the little hatching sequence of him coming out of the egg at the Distant Worlds concert when they were playing the Chocobo medley. And I was like, that is the cutest Chocobo rendering I've ever seen. Like that, I keep thinking of it as I see the baby one on Saz's shoulder on wherever the Saz card is. I think it's an uncommon, which is a quote unquote rare. Like I thought this guy was the cutest baby Chocobo. The low poly baby Chocobo from 11 is, oh my goodness. I want a plushie. I want everything. It was like love at first sight. Beautiful Kuja. Charlotte's Legend. All right, box 2 here was fire. Regular Vincent foil, a regular Bartz non-foil, Yuffie, and the Phoenix full arts. Appadoo. Got Sid Reigns. All right, Appadoo was in the wrong pile. Okay. Box number 3. Vincent promo. Beautiful Elena foil. I hope this has a full art. And I hope that we pull one. Ina, hero foil. Pretty. Sonon. Ifrit. Sid, cute, the World of Final Fantasy. I like the Chocobo here, or not Chocobo, the Moogle. The Moogle. It reminds me of the Kingdom Hearts Moogle. Which was my first experience with Moogles. I was so happy that the Kingdom Hearts creature was in Final Fantasy, and then I learned it's actually the other way around. The Final Fantasy creature's in Kingdom Hearts. My first, I've mentioned before, my first Kingdom Hearts game I played was Days, which really bizarre. Really bizarre choice on my part. But you know what? I just thought it was... I was like, yeah, this seems popular. I was in my Alice in Wonderland phase, so I saw the Cheshire Cat on the back, and I was like, this game looks fun. I didn't know, like, Kingdom Hearts was, like, this big thing. I was just like, oh, this looks cool. You know, back in the day when you just go to, like, Target as a kid and, like, look at the case and be like, oh, what are the new video games? And like, oh, that looks cool. Oh, it's got Alice in Wonderland in it. It opened a whole can of worms for me of the Square Enix stuff, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, oh, I like this little merchant guy. He sells me stuff, and he's cool, and he says Kupo, and I can hang out with him in game. I can stand next to him, and he's cute. And I was like, I like Moogles. So that's like my preferred Moogle shape. Them Final Fantasy 14 Moogles are scary. They have no necks. They're just shaped. I need them to have like little giraffe necks. Sarah? I keep saying that card's pretty, but it really is nice. Alrighty, I feel like we're about halfway through this box. Now, I was gonna say we haven't... Oh! That's not a Chocobo. I love that, though. I was like, is that the Chocobo? It's the similar coloring. I thought that was this. But no, I didn't even know this one existed. Look at him. He's got his little tiny, like, you know, it's skinny, but his neck is there. It attaches. He is attached. He's not just like a, like, I don't know how to describe it. The Final Fantasy 14 Moogles scare me. This is so cute, though. We got the Cactar Conductor. Well, that's the name of the card, so that makes sense. The Tonberry. Adorable. Love that. I was just about to say we haven't had a full art in this box, and it was right here. You know, if I was just patient for 4 more seconds. I did think that was the Bartz for a little bit there. That would be a great way. This has been an amazing case for me personally so far. I'm very happy. And I know we're only halfway, so I hope we can keep making the magic happen. What do we got here? We have a second full art. Ayla, pretty, from Tactics S. I like this artist, Ryoma Ito. They've done a lot of beautiful cards for this game. All right, so we've had one hit box, two hit boxes. We'll see if we find a 3-hit box at all. Could be this box, could be next box, could be no box. Johnny. Pistolis. Tama, cute. Charlotte, cute. Legend. Going on here, Sheeran. Bang. Isn't there a Fang now that's like a job description? Not like STEM, but like Fang. It has like an extra A in it. I feel like I've seen the abbreviation while I've been job hunting lately. Onion Knight. Arden Hero. Is that our first Arden? If we've seen that Arden in this case so far, I have not really paid attention to it. Sarah Foil, pretty pretty. Jill, Legend, pretty pretty. White Mage, Ocean. 2 packs left in box 3. Ooh, very pretty Faris Legend foil. Love that. Cheat at 0. Alrighty. Officially halfway through. Gilgamesh, Chibi, Cutes. Alrighty. Let me move this off camera. That pile was about max height. That's comfortable for me navigating around. We've had 4 legend foils so far, unless I put any in the wrong pile. Good sized pile of legends. Any duplicates? I mean, the Charlotte and the Zodiac are duplicates. Otherwise, we probably have every legend in the set. We must be close. It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. Okay, box number 4. Alrighty, here we go. Cheers to the second half of the case. Yellow foil. Mia. Tifa. Lena. Ooh, pretty Lena. Okay, so that's a new legend we haven't seen. It's a foil. Very pretty from Final Fantasy V. For Lena. Fang. Ashura. Vivian. Looks extra shiny. Gladiator. Von. Rare. Nadthal. Hero. Oracle. Sid Reigns. Every once in a while, I get the urge to replay 13. Because I never originally beat the game because I am not the best. I'm not the best. I realize now as an adult that I was playing it wrong. But it was my first, because I was like, oh, I heard, I Moogles, and then I learned about Final Fantasy, and I was like, oh, I can play Final Fantasy game. What's the Final Fantasy game out right now? Oh, it's 13 for PS3. But I didn't choose a path in the skills tree, like, to go down for each of the characters. So what I did was I would max out I would go, like, across, instead of going, like, and making, like, a dedicated healer path or whatever. I would just want to unlock everything as I go. So all of my characters are trash. Because I just wanted to unlock everything. But no, that's not how you work skill trees. Like, Vanille should just be a healer. I shouldn't be doing other weird stuff on Vanille. It's... But I didn't know that. So I got to a point in the game where I literally just can't. I can't beat enemies. Like, I don't know how I brute forced my way so deep. There were times against, like, boss fights where it literally, I took so long. Oh my goodness, what is this? I had an alarm set. I did not realize that. Awkward. There are points I got in the game. I was going boss fights. Ooh, beautiful legend foil. Or hero foil lightning. Where the boss fight, it timed me out. Because I would take like an hour. And it's like, I didn't lose, but I lost to the timer. It took so long. Vanille legend. Okay, so we hadn't seen all the legends. We've seen a couple new legends since I was like, I feel like we've probably seen all the legends, but that was not the case. So I just wanted to go back. I love the 13 soundtrack. I listen to it quite frequently. Both regular versions and the piano collection. Natal. Mid-Previa. Alright, we haven't had any full arts in this box unless I missed any. Leipner. Echo. Okay, here's one. Lightning. Ooh, nice. Lightning is so cool. I like lightning. I know some people don't like lightning. It reminds me of how some people don't like Jyn Erso from Rogue One. She's too like quiet and dark and brooding. It's like I think she's so cool, man. I think she's so cool. Lightning, I love Lightning. She is so cool. Love that. If that's our only full art of the box, I'm happy. I do want to. So we'll see. Yeah, just one. I want to go and check. I wonder if I talked over one. Dark Fina. Ooh, she pretty. And Elena. Because I was saying 2 per box, and we've had 2 boxes of 1 now. I don't like that. I don't like that I'm being proven wrong. More so that I haven't seen this. I haven't seen that before. I don't want to feel like I'm out here spreading misinformation, but I've not seen this before. With one hit boxes. We'll see. We still have 2 boxes left. I have not seen a frequency of 1 full art boxes in the skinny box pattern. So, I mean, if these have 3, I've definitely seen boxes of 3 before that I've been surprised because they're so small. So I guess it should be the other way too. Like, but I don't want it to be like a 50-50 2 or 1. And I've just been kind of lying the whole time when I've genuinely not experienced this before. Alrighty, this is box number 5. I had to double check. I was like, wait, what? More Bartz. Or no. Again, it's the card that I thought was Bartz earlier, but it's the Cactar Conductor. Rare. Mid-Previa. Charlotte, Foil Legend. Pretty. Is that a full art? That is a full art. We got Zodiark. Whoa, Legend full art Zodiark. It's kind of scary looking. From 14. I feel like all the scary creatures are from 14. Like the super bosses and stuff. You know a character I've recently become a fan of from watching clips? Emmett Selk. I want a nice Emmett Selk card. I don't really like the card from the Magic collaboration. I don't think it does his handsomeness justice. Yes, I've become one of those people. I'm part of the Emmett Selk club of people that are like, oh my god, he's so handsome. He's so sassy and funny. I don't really like the art that was for the Magic collab, and I have not paid too much attention to him prior to that, so I'm not familiar with what cards he may or may not have in the TCG. But I feel like they're always they really started cranking out more 14 cards. I think since set 14, Opus 14, we've started seeing more Final Fantasy 14 cards, so. I'll have to take a look someday. What's very convenient about the Final Fantasy TCG is the official website does have a way you can search for, like, by what game. You know, if you could just put in 14, you can look and see every 14 card they've made and, like, what set it's from. So I should probably check that out. It's just a question if I will remember outside of this conversation I'm having with myself to do it. As Daya? It's a big board. Big scary board. Dragoon? Nadthal? Full art? Oh, there's a size with the Chocobo chick! He's so cute! The baby! That's cool. I did not know that one existed. Nice. Zodiac and Saz here. Box number 5. Salads. Zema. Sarah. Nofka. Lena. Legend. Disney. Foil rare. Zangan. Akmal. Common foil. It's pretty art. Fang. Alright, last pack. What do we got? We have Cripshay. Ash Legends. Alrighty, that wraps off box number 5. One final box to see if we can find the Bartz stamped card. I think I may have a pre-release kit of this around somewhere. I may. Otherwise, this will be the last box that I'm opening of this set for the foreseeable future. I don't have any more of this tucked away box-wise. Like I said, there might be a kit. I think it's a kit of this and not a kit of Journey. We shall see. Alrighty, come on, give me a Bartz. This is an Phoenix foil rare. My commons fell over. No. No, not my commons. Burden foil. My commons. Ferris is a legend. Okay, how do I keep doing that? What am I doing wrong? What I'm doing wrong is I'm not paying attention. Which I can get away with when the piles are shorter, but when they're taller, I tend to bump into them. Because this is where they hit kind of like hand height. See? They're at hand level. Ooh, what are you? Ah, cute! Look at them! They're so cute! I keep getting baited by these World of Final Fantasy ones. I keep thinking them Bards. That's so sick, though. I was thinking, as we were seeing this card earlier, I was like, oh, I hope that has a full art, because I really like this art style. I like the World of Final Fantasy full arts. They're so cute. Alright, that's our first of this box. Hopefully we do see more. Zifos? Cloyve. Are you Odin, foil rare, Tidus. Digidome. There's another Bartz. It's not the Bartz we're looking for. Unless it's a sign of a signed card incoming. Garnet, cutes. Tifa, cutes. Sean, another Vanille. Tifa, pretty. Asura. Snapper, Larsa. Ignis, foil rare. Asdaya. Dine. Let's. A little garland chibi's cute. Foil Legends. Alright, 3 packs left. I'm getting a little nervous, getting a little sweaty. Whoa. Nadal. Melon. Rare foil. Angeal. Little chibi Angeal. Alright, last pack. It is another full art. Alrighty. We are finishing off with a beautiful Clive full art. Nice. Alrighty. I was worried. I was like, man, did we get 50-50? Like, it's usually 2. It's usually 2. So we had 4 boxes with 2. 2 boxes with just 1, unfortunately. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so 8 plus 2. Yeah. So we had 4 boxes with 2 full arts, 2 with just 1. We had the Goddess, Phoenix, Yuffie, Cactar Conductor, Isla, Lightning, Zodiark, Saz, Raphia, and Clive. All of these are awesome. My least favorite's probably the Zodiark, but it's still cool. I mean, I got a lot of beautiful cards and a lot of characters that I really enjoy. So I am very, very happy with this. This was nice. No Bartz signature, but I really, really enjoyed this case. This was a good one. And then I also have these Vincent promos. I got 6 of these Vincent full arts too. They are the promo. Every box has one. But it's a super sick card. I enjoyed this. Overall, to me, we did well. I'm not quite sure on values. I really haven't looked. I know that the Bartz signature stamp is a cheaper than some of the other ones. Like, like the Cloud's more expensive. The Aerith's expensive. The Yuna is expensive. I think the Bartz might be the cheapest one. I like it a lot. It's not my least favorite. I think it's just because it's Bartz. But I was hoping to pull it. We didn't even pull a regular foil, but we did get some of the regular card. We had Vertra, Ash, Vincent, Faris, Lena, Charlotte, and Azaya on our foil Legends of the Case. We only had 7. Makes me think maybe I put one in one of the other piles. So maybe we had 8, but we did at least have 7 of the Legend foils. And for non-foils, we did have quite a good mix. Beautiful cards. A lot of really cool arts in this set. That's what I enjoy about the Final Fantasy TCG. Some are, game render art. Some are screenshots, some are like PNGs. I like the variety though. I like that there's a mix of new art. There's like cute pictures that I just enjoy, like the little chibis from Pictologica. So I enjoy the Final Fantasy TCG. I enjoy opening it, and I do like that the boxes cost less for almost the same amount of hits. So I do enjoy that. I just wish I could pull a dang signature card in the year of 2026. We shall see though, as I will be opening up that other case. Obviously, I recorded this one first because I showed you guys this one in the video. I'm imagining I'll upload this one first and then I'll get that one second, but that video might come first. I know, it just depends on what I feel like scheduling. But yeah, so I do have another case to open to try my hand at seeing if we can find that signature stamp card. That one has a Terra from Final Fantasy VI. You know, that Terra, yes. Not Terra Nort from Kingdom Hearts. But I digress. I'm getting off on too many rants here, but that was really fun. Really, really fun. So I hope that you all enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to go ahead and hit the like button. Lets me know that you all enjoy seeing Final Fantasy TCG openings here on the channel. If you have comments for me, let me know down below. Have you ever pulled any of these signature stamp full art cards? Let me know. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. What could beat Final Fantasy and Tifa cosplay? Not too much if you ask me, not to toot my own horn, but if you want to join the family, make sure you hit the subscribe button. But that'll do it for me here in this video. Before I head out, I do want to give an extra special shout out to all of my channel members. Thank you so much to all for your above and beyond support. It enables me to go out and grab stuff like this to go ahead and open and share with everyone. But yes, that'll wrap things on off from me here. I've got a whole pile of trash I gotta pick up before I can get into that next case. So I gotta go take care of that. But thank you so much everyone for watching. Take care, stay safe, and hope you all join me in the next video. Bye-bye!